G.K. Chesterton tries to describe what orthodoxy is like. And he uses this image. There's a great grassy plateau, hundreds of feet above the floor of a valley. And the plateau is surrounded by a fence. And there are some children at play on the plateau. Then he asks, what would happen if you were to take the fence away? And for him, the fence is orthodoxy. If you take the fence away and you came back later, none of the children would have fallen off the edge, but they would all be crowded into the center part of the plateau, sort of trembling in fear. And he says that is one of the great things that orthodoxy does for us. By giving us that fence around our plateau, it allows us to play freely in the world, to have joy and to relax and to act with confidence in the world. And I would say to anybody considering a vocation to the priesthood that that is our birthright, or our baptismal right as Catholics. Too often I encounter young Catholics who seem cramped or inhibited or resentful or defensive in their way of leading into the world. And there's no need for that, for heaven's sakes. You're a child of the living God, the creator and sustainer of the universe. His only begotten Son has lived and died for you and would have done so if you were the only person in the world. What do you have to be afraid of? We need to be instruments of God's grace in the world. And we can afford to act freely and to act with confidence and joy and to, I don't know, I think we almost have a noblesse oblige as we live our lives in the world. And that's why I like Holy Cross, or one of the reasons that I like Holy Cross, is because I think that to whatever extent it's conscious, we live that way. Holy Cross people do have a kind of a joy in which they live out their faith, a kind of a way of relaxing into our ministries and into our relationships with one another and with God's people. We've discovered somewhere along the way that we don't need to stand on our dignity in order to have dignity. And it's that quality which strikes me as being profoundly Catholic that I think characterizes Holy Cross in a special way.